being still to transition. Transitions are really important. Transition from our lots of thinking, talking, doing, into coming into our bodies and our breath. It's very regenerative and restorative practice, so we get the benefits of rest and exercise. Excuse me. So just sit for a moment without changing a lot. Perhaps weaving your fingers together in the gesture of new beginnings. Just bring some gentle weight to your spine, including your neck. Relax your shoulders down on your ribs. And close your eyes. Gently observe any discomfort in your body. Just go there with your breath a few times. Say, I hear you. If it's something you can adjust, you can adjust. But if it's just your back hurts somewhere, give it a little acknowledgement. And then begin to organize your breath into even waves. Samasvriti. Create a little sound with your nose. Use your nose for the breath. And this breath allows the space between to have pauses. So try again with an in-breath. Pausing when you feel a little bit of fullness, just gently. And then exhale. Pausing when you feel some emptiness. One more time, full and empty. The fullness, pranic, like the full moon. The emptiness, aponic, like the new moon, like today, the end of the exhalation, right before the inhale begins. Let's come together with the hands at the heart, coming into the Om, or the vibration of a hum. Exhale, draw your navel towards your spine. And inhale, come to heart lifting pose with your fingers forward, lean back into your hands. Let your hands spiral their energy outward, spread your chest. And keep your neck long with a downward gaze. Breathe slowly 5 times. You can reach your knees towards the earth if you'd like to add that. So creating a little back bend in the spine. 4. Once more. Shift to a forwardness with your spine. One hand at a time, walk it out. Come down to your own comfort, gently stretching the back of your body. And not taking maximum today, just staying a little softened in all of our poses. Find pleasant, find a place where it's a good start. Let your head release down. And taking one more slow breath. Exhale, navel towards the spine. Slowly walk over to your right side and find a little lateral reach for a few rounds of breath. Relax your head. Gently draw your belly back. And let your hands spread. Let them practice for downward dog. Let them feel the earth. One more time, breathe out. Careful walk to the other side. So you can always sit up more if you need to. Let it reach out to a sweet spot where you've got some connection with your low back. Head relax. Hands relax and spread. Breathe out one more time. And come up to, return to center slowly and come upright again. Moving with mindfulness, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, get it a little crunchy in there, a little tight, and then exhale, bring them on down and tuck your chin towards your chest. Deep breathing calms the nervous system, relaxes the brain. Let your chest rise to your chin one more time. And fall away. And making your way to your tabletop position, adding a blanket under your knees if you need some cushioning. So you go back in your own way for a floor sun salutation today, coming to tabletop. Find the spread in the hands, the grounding the top of the feet, and a little uplift in your low belly. Organize your posture here. And then focusing on the low back area today, going into a little bit of an extension. Just try not to move your low back too much. Gently lengthen it. And then try to notice your low back as you go back into the flexion. 5 times all together. Second one. Let your heart come through. Exhale, just noticing in the low back. We're moving from there today. Round. Gently change the pelvis. Low back, extend, curl, head down. Twice more, mindful movement. And today, trying to soften our attachments to things that we enjoy and things that are challenging, both. Then come to neutral. And breathe in, rise up, reach up your arms, find your balance on your knees, breathe in, reach your gaze. Breathe out, slowly bring your arms down, getting ready to come and support yourself again on your arms. Then go back to child's pose. Twice more, breathe, look back at your big toes touching. If possible, no judgment if you can't see them. And inhale, come up to extend gently. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog, say hello. Refine if needed. The pick up and reset of the hands often just helps bring an openness there. Let your head come down and gently move your breath. Finding that lightness at the belly center, that uplift. Organizing your posture, long central channel of the body. Exhale. Back down to child's pose, 5 breaths. Knees as comfortably close or wide. Rest your arms, rest your head. Breathe deeply. Be patient with yourself. If it takes you some time to really drop into the practice, just keep awareness of breath and the pose. Concentrate on the asana. In whatever relationship you have with child's pose, just try to be a little soft with that, whether you love it or it's hard for you. And then have a little exploration of coming up to standing from child's pose, like you're a little seed making your way up to reach to the sky. Take a little time and do it in your own way. Press into your feet when you do stand up. Keep growing, go slowly. Release any gripping with your roots and reach your branches way up high. Let your shoulders reach too, let your ribs reach. Come to the balls of your feet, get all the reach you can. And then hands to center, heels down, arrive. Take your pinky side of your hands together. This is a fistful or handful of flowers gesture. So we have a new beginning, we have an opportunity. to plant a seed in our hearts for something. And breathe out. Seal it into your heart center. Taking moon salutations today. Turning out to the right side on your mat. In the center with your feet about hip distance apart. Shoulders down. Inhale, reach up your arms. Remember to keep it all a little soft. So not your most vigorous reach up, but just a mellowish one. Draw in your navel to support the shape. And side bend over to the right side. Try to take out effort here. Ground into your feet. Just gently. And take one more exhale to the right. Inhale, they strengthen in the low back and release it over to the other side. 5 breaths. The resting hands help support the pose. 3. Not the slowest breaths. And exhale one more time. Inhale to center and hands down to your heart. Breathe out. Step out to goddess. Turn out your toes and knees. Come right down the center line. Let this pose help you feel grounded and also powerful, open, centering hands. Breathe out one more time. See if you can go a bit lower. And then breathe in, gently rise. And release your arms out to the sides. Triangle pose to the right. Arrange and organize your feet. And then come over and down. Ground yourself with your hand somewhere. And then reach through your head. Reach through your upper hand. Gently ground into your belly center. A little soft. 4. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come up. That builds your strength. Reach, still breathing in. And then breathe out, release your arms and turn to face your right leg. So you have a moment to change to the parighasana legs, the square to the right foot. And take your arms behind, roll your thumbs down and back, reach back. Exhale, come together in some way, whatever way you'd like today. And breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, come slowly to forward fold, out over that straight leg. Whatever you need to stop, attend to your whole body. Some gratitude for the strength of your legs. And see if you can bring your forehead a little closer to your leg. One more breath out. Inhale energy to come up and release your arms. And exhale to asana. Bring your back knee down. Have a moment to find your low lunge. Shoulders down, arms relaxed. Guide your front knee towards your toes for the asana. Hands to the knee or the floor for this one. Neck is released, shoulders off the ears. Just the right amount for today. Take one more breath. We will come back to this on the other side and again. Say goodbye for now and transition to side lunge where you angle your toes and your knee toward the corner of your mat and straighten out your back leg. Hands stay on the floor or rise up to your bent knee for side lunge. Hold. Meet each pose with your awareness. There's always something to concentrate on. And breathe out last time. Press your legs straight and come to the other side. So we're going to circle around on the leg or on the floor. Take 5 breaths. Releasing any tension where you can. And a little gentle upward in the mula. And then inhale to come up and transition to asana facing the other way. With the back knee down, rising up. Hands stay on the knee or go to the floor for this one. And just make sure that you don't apply pressure to your neck by bringing your shoulders up. Round and down your back. Relax into your breathing twice more. Last exhale. Transition to parighasana, standing up in forward fold. Rise up to take the arms behind. When you're ready to breathe out, come forward and down. Lengthen. Reach your heart and your head down your leg. 3. Try to release any gripping you've done in your feet. And take last breath with inhale energy to rise up and release your arms. Turn your back foot to the side, reach out your arms, coming to triangle on your next exhale. Slightly soft, not your deepest, strongest triangle, just a really balanced one. So we use the practice to help us create that sense of equanimity. An ability to quiet our thoughts, a mastery over ourselves, over that restless mind. Breathe out. Last time. Inhale, come up and come to goddess pose again. Careful with the knees heading right towards the center toes. This time bring your elbows together and rest your thumbs to your heart center. Open feet. You can apply a little action in your glutes if you'd like, or just awareness there as you strengthen. Breathe out. Inhale, slowly rise. Step your feet about hip distance apart. Exhale, navel to the spine. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, left. Breathe out again. Inhale up and go to the other side. 3 breaths. Let yourself drop into the practice. Exhale again. Inhale up and back into your heart center, pausing. And then release back to the top of your mat. Take your hands to your sacrum. So your elbows stretch towards each other to stretch your heart. Lift up your rib cage and lift your chin with a downward gaze. Standing back bend, just gently creating some length in the front body. 4. Long neck, keep it relaxed and just release and come to forward fold with knees bent, palms up. Slowly come down, lunar uttanasana, tops of the hands on the floor, knees nice and bent, so you can rest down into the earth with your hands and feet. Breathing out one more time. And then turn over your hands and take your right leg back. And coming to Nectar of the Moon pose, we turn both sets of toes over to the left side of the body. So starting with your back foot, just try to come to that side plank position with your back foot, and then try turning your front foot out as well. Use both arms for support, or if you'd like to reach with your left arm up and swim it forward a few times, sweep it around. Only if that brings you peace in the moment. Last 2 breaths. Hold steady with that reaching arm. Interesting sensations around the hips. And bring your hand down to help support you, coming down and coming to child's pose. Settle and ground. Let your hands relax. Feel your circulating energy. Last deep wave of breath. Come to upward facing dog with your arms straight. And again, let's keep the knees down today so you can just stay grounded, a little less effortful. Tuck your tailbone. Spread your chest wide and lift your whole rib cage for 5, 4. Feet are relaxing here with the knees down. 3, 2, and 1. Gently ease to table and to downward dog or child's pose if that's more of what you want to do right now. Although if you have an aversion to downward dog, it's probably best to get in there and work on it. 3, let it be calming. It's a forward fold, inversion of the brain. Exhale. Second side, Nectar of the Moon pose. Taking the left foot forward. Yes, no. Back to downward dog. Sorry, it's hard to say that sometimes. Right foot forward. Here we go. Both arms on the inside. Coming into that side plank with your back foot. Turn out your other toes to any degree in the same direction. Use both arms for this powerful pose, or take an arm up and reach your top arm around if you like. You can always decide that's enough. Two more breaths. Hold your arm steady if it's up. One more breath. And then let yourself release out, down with one knee and the other, and go back to Balasana. Letting that work have a chance to sink in. Breathing out. Last time. Making your way up to standing. Mindful transition. And arrive at the top third of your mat for the triple warrior vinyasa, where we move through A, B, and C. So you know, it's also an opportunity for intention setting. Take your right leg back. Bend your left knee over your ankle. Come on down into that shape. And then take your hands from your heart and bring them up overhead with the elbows bent so you have a softness in the arms. And then bring the hands out in front with the shoulders in. Take your right arm and bring it behind your head. So you're reaching back into your quiver for an arrow. So maybe something, some seed of something you want to aim your intention at. You don't have to. You can just hold the shape. And then release your arm and back with the other one. B position, the back toes turn out, taking the hip. And then we pull the arms away to take the bow. Hold strongly. Just a little softness too. Remember to keep your knee centered. So here we're preparing. Aiming and studying. You can just let that be your concentration for the next movement. You really focus on your body. Release your hands, let that arrow fly, and then follow it as you come to Warrior C. Lift your back leg. Use a little support. Keep trying. It's nice to have a can-do attitude for one-leg poses, even if it's hard. One more time, fly forward, reach back, and bring it on down. Pause. Good. Second side, warrior A. Step back, hips squared towards the front and down. Once your legs and feet are set, then take your hands from your heart up to the sky, elbows bent. Close your eyes, feel your body in the shape. And then open your eyes, reach forward your hands and draw your shoulders back into your body. Keep your gaze on your right thumb as you take your left hand behind your skull. Lots to concentrate on in the body. Breath steady, eyes steady. 4. And exhale. And then warrior B, bring your hands together first. Bring the back toes out and pull your bow. Pull it with a little fist squeezing. Head turns to focus off the front hand. Opening your hips, opening your chest. And get your concentration on for this last breath. Release the arrow of intention. Concentrate on finding that totally different pose, warrior C. And then counting for 5. Just don't give up easily. Last breath. Reach forward and back a little more. Come on down, let it be. Feel the energy moving through your body. Close your eyes and just feel the light, vibration, prana. And step to the top third of your mat if you're not already there. Interlace, breathe in, reach up. Release your hands and come to forward fold slowly. Take another breath. Bend your knees and step back to plank pose. And take your right leg out to the side. Just observe what's different about this. Having that support on one side. One more breath. Carefully bring your left knee down and untuck your toes to rise up and come to gate pose. Over to the right, side bending. Gently, gracefully. Space between your ear and shoulder. And grounding both feet. Let your eyes find a steady spot and stay there. Letting your mind find a spacious quality. And inhale when you're ready, slowly let go. Second side, plank pose with one leg stepping out into the parighasana foundation. A gentle activation of the whole body. And just try to dismiss any judgment you have of your practice. Carefully bring down your knee, untuck the toes, rise up, ground both feet, and exhale, parighasana, light without reaching arm. Just a sweet place for today. Rise downward and steady, soft. And breathe out one more time. A slow inhalation, release out. And coming to forearms, holding the elbows. So a moment to find your forearm plank position, but bringing the hands in, taking your knees up if possible. 3, Just 5. One more breath. Bring down your belly carefully. Release your feet. And work your arms forward so that you can support your locust pose comfortably. So you have enough space for your spine. Rest your belly into the earth. Head and neck just extending out of the spine gently. Reach your right leg up so you feel activation in your hips as you take that request into your body. Lift my right leg up and reach it straight. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but there's a lot of good strengthening work that happens. Take one more breath and release down your leg. Other side. Feel those muscles activate all the way from the hip to the foot as you lift your left leg. Straight and long is more important than high. 4 and 5. Release down your leg. On the left side, bring your head to a relaxed position and bring your knee up the side, half frog pose. You can adjust or add cushioning under your knee if you need. Turn your head, rest. Let everything soften. Ground your heart. Ten soft breaths. Twice more. Exhale, slowly release your head and your leg and come over to the other side. You can change the stack of your arms. Support your head. Be careful not to put pressure into your temple with your bones. So try to find a soft spot for your hands, for your head to rest on your hands. Feel yourself settle as you reach that 4th breath. And let the breaths be even slower. Everything soft. Twice more. And let an out breath release the leg straight. Bring your legs together, hands by your chest, Cobra Pose. Just gently lift up your heart, gaze down your nose. Lightly activate through your legs. Squeeze your elbows together a little bit. Last breath. And release. Wide child's pose, yin style. Come on up, widen your knees. You can even turn sideways on your mat if you'd like, or add your blanket. Forward first, and then adding that twist, the threading needle shape, and rest. Soften everything. Decide what makes you stay more present with your eyes. One way is to practice like an artist, where you look but you don't attach. You just see light and dark, perhaps in form, but you let go of what you think you see and just see for what it is. About halfway in, keep softening. Gentle, steady breathing. And let one more exhale move through. Coming on up slowly to take the other side. If you need to make any adjustments, you can. And that threading needle can support your head in some way if you need to. Just relax everything. The breath stays steady. Just letting your eyes see what is really seen. New perspective. Not judging any animal hair or anything on your floor. Soft, soft. Last couple of breaths. Gently stimulating your energy lines with compression and yin poses, coming on out slowly. Coming to seated from here, so whatever you'd like to do, if you'd like to do an up dog and a down dog, just stretch out your legs, or just come through and sit down. Into Ardha Matsyendrasana, where we fold in the right leg and place it on the floor in front. The left foot to the earth, coming around the knee, sit up tall. And today, let's try to tuck that back foot in towards your hip. And just gently hold, wrap your hand around the ball of your foot, around the root of your big toe, and come to your twist. Gently reactivate your core muscles, the navel towards the spine. Do just the right amount for you today. Be grateful for what every pose is teaching you. And gently breathe twice more. Just keep softening into the shape. Sit up tall as you breathe in and release the twist. Take your leg out to the side for Janu Shirsasana. Just line up your leg by your foot. If you need to adjust for space, you may. And not reaching up today, but just heading out. Make sure your knee feels comfortable. Head out over your straight leg. And use your opposite side hand. If you're going to catch your foot, try to reach that one second. And let your head rest down. If your foot's too far away, you can hold on further up your leg. But make that catch today in some way. And keep relaxing forward and down. Last time, breathing out for 8. Inhale, slowly come up. And something a little playful here. Catch your big toes with your first 2 fingers, your peace fingers on the inside and your thumbs on the outside. Lean back and balance on your sacrum, lift up tall, and maybe explore the idea of straightening up your legs for a boat pose. So you got to work your knees inside your arms at some point. Be where you are with it, a little soft, a little playful. Take one more breath, energize, reach, and carefully release. Coming to the other side. First, Ardha Matsyendrasana, the left knee folded and forward. So make sure that knee's happy for this whole sequence. Other foot comes around. Try to curl your left foot into your hip and give that root of the big toe hold with your hand folding over your foot. Then sit up tall and exhale, look back and twist. Softening any attachment or any aversion. Always practicing with compassion so you create positive patterns with your practice. Exhale for 5. Last time. And return to center. Pick up your top leg and bring it out for head to knee pose. Janu Sirsasana, line it up. Activate your extended leg and then just come to face and work your way out and down, wherever that is. Try that reaching second with the opposite arm to get a little more lateral. And let your head relax down wherever you are connecting. Gently draw back on your belly, that low belly below the breath. For 5, exhale. And 8, let it feel complete. Inhale, coming up and taking parighasana, see feet together, knees apart, and a round spine. Tuck your tail and round all the way to your forehead and bring it forward. Hands wrapping around the toes or holding the ankles. Really tuck your chin deeply to release the back of the neck. Breathing out one more time. Inhale to come up and straighten your spine. And exhale to lie down for a bridge pose variation. Bring your Shavasana props. Take a moment to add your clothing if you want to stay warm for the last bit of class. Just go ahead and arrive on your back when you're ready and rest there with your feet on the floor. I just made this very difficult for myself by putting my socks on, but here's why. So first find your bridge, just resting sacrum on the ground and center your spine. And then today, trying bringing the heels together and turning out the toes, arms to the floor. Inhale, squeeze around your glutes a little bit and lift up to bridge pose. Toes turning out, Setu Bandhasana. Just enough effort to hold you in a good form. Just curious about what the legs are doing a little differently or a lot differently. 6, 2 more breaths. Try to keep from squeezing too much. Just lift with openness. And then exhale, bring down your spine. Slowly bring it back to the ground. And bring your knees in, counterposing with a stretch. Let it become a happy baby stretch, catching inside or outside feet. Keep your head long, your neck long. Gently rock from side to side, bringing the right knee towards the floor, and then the left knee towards the floor. Do that one more time to each side, taking a little time with it. Second side. Return to center and draw both knees down. Lightly press into the feet as a counter movement. The feet press lightly to the sky as we draw the knees down with the hands. 5, 3 more breaths. And 8, letting go. Stretching your legs out, reaching your arms, point your toes, reach through your hands. And draw back on your toes. Bring your arms up overhead, circling both directions. And then slide your heels in and take an easy twist over to the right with both legs. So just soft and easy, non-structured. Let your head turn. Make sure it feels restful and opening. And then add arm positions. What feels good, arms out or hands on your rib cage. Anywhere in between. Just let yourself relax and twist. Feeling free to adjust so you get some nice releasing in your body. Six, exhale twice more. Last time, let's inhale twice. So breathe in again, and exhale very slowly. You feel like you can't really exhale anymore. Carefully release back to center and pause. Over to the other side. Just finding this side of your body where you feel good in your spine and your hips as you bring your legs across. Turn your head away from your knees. Choose where you'd like your arms to be and rest. Soften your feet and your face and everything else. With the intention of releasing any tension, whether it's in the brain or in the heart or in the body. Sixth breath. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Last one, inhale twice. Again, and then slow exhale, returning your body to center as that is complete, and pause. Long neck. Pick up your feet. Bring your arms down to the floor first. Pick up both feet at the same time. Do your best with that, and then straighten them up towards the sky. And use your hands to support your thighs as you point and flex your toes a few times, your feet. And then relax your feet to neutral. Rest your legs and feet into each other. Feel a nice lengthening in your low back here. Allowing your knees to bend so that your hamstrings don't feel strained. And then bend your knees. Keep your low back lengthened and bring your feet down to the earth. Use arms for support. And then stretch them out if you want to add your covering or any supports under your body now. And here we'll let the hip flexors lengthen as we rest on our backs. So it's really nice position for that. Give support under your knees or under your head if you need it. Hands on the fronts of your pelvis on either side just to help support a softening from the top to the bottom there. So that bony front of the pelvis and the muscular back of the pelvis all resting. And then let your hands reach down your legs a little bit and just send that energy down to the feet. And bring your arms out to the sides and let them rest into the earth. It can be anywhere in this ankle, in this arc. Shoulders rest to the earth and the fingers are soft. Close your eyes and feel what your fingers do, what your hands do when you say soft. And let your face relax as well. Let your breath relax into natural patterns again. If you need to release your throat, just give a swallow. Embracing stillness. Acknowledge if you have some aversion or attachment, just soften that a little bit, either direction. And just allow yourself some time to be peaceful and still. And just like when we begin practice, it can take some time to transition to being still and letting that peacefulness come. Just keep letting yourself drop in to open and relax, to process. Keep going. In time of silver rain, the earth puts forth new life again. Green grasses grow and flowers lift their heads. All over the plain, the wonder spreads of life, of life, of life. In time of silver rain, the butterflies lift silken wings to catch a rainbow cry. And trees put forth new leaves to sing in joy beneath the sky. As down the roadway, passing boys and girls go singing too, in time of silver rain, when spring and life are new. Words from Langston Hughes. Keep resting. Trust this important pose. Let it teach you what it teaches you today. Let your awareness keep going deeper and deeper inside. And then the gentlest invitation to begin a process of coming out of the stillness. Sense of bringing with you the benefits of the whole practice. So move with mindfulness. Perhaps drawing one knee into the body for a few rounds of breath. And then switching it out with the other knee. Roll over to the most comfortable side of your body, or what's the most comfortable one. Pause on your side. Let your top hand spread onto the earth. And then carefully make your way up to seated position. Taking time to arrange yourself so you're comfortable. Gentle link to your spine, shoulders resting down. A sense of peace. And then lightly close the right side of your nose. Breathe in from the left, out to the right. Repeating for several rounds. Balancing inhales and exhales. Inhale one more time. When you're ready, double inhale. And then you have a double exhale. Last one. Relax one hand up and one hand down and breathe through both sides of your nose. Inhale, hands to heart center. And welcoming whatever growth this cycle brings. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. It's good planting timing as well. My gardener friends kind of plant seeds.